Good morning, myself Shiny. Today I am going to explain on the topic force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. This is the diagram. We are doing some small experiment. First we have to take one aluminium rod. We have to take aluminium rod, that is AB. This is aluminium rod, that is AB. That is about 5 centimeter. We have to take one aluminium rod AB using two connecting wires. Suspend it horizontally from a stand. Suspend horizontally from a stand. Okay, this is one aluminium rod. We are using that two wires. This side, one side we are connecting, another side here we are connecting. Okay, next we have to take one horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe magnet we are taking. We are keeping like this horseshoe magnet. Okay, then this one end, this connected to key to battery to another side. Okay, then key is closed. Then what happened? Current is passing through the circuit. Key is closed. Current is passing through the circuit. Then here is direction from positive to this side. Current is passing. Then what happened? Here is current passing through the circuit. This horseshoe magnet exert a force. Okay, horseshoe magnet exert a force. Then from this current is passing through the circuit, this horseshoe magnet exert a force. Then again we are using this reverse the direction. Current is just reversing. Then this horseshoe, that force direction is also reverse. Then what is the conclusion? What are the observation? Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. If you are producing, current is passing through this conductor, aluminium coil, then force is also exerted. Okay, this is the conclusion. Observation, it is observed that the rod is displaced towards the left. First is towards the left. Again we are keeping this direction different. Then rod is moving towards the right. Factors. What are the factors? Depends on this magnetic field. Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. What are the factors? Depends on this force. Okay, first one is strength of the magnetic field. Force depends on this horseshoe magnet experience a force. I already told. That force F, first case, it depends on strength of the magnetic field. Then it is proportional to B, strength of the magnetic field. Second is force is depends on the strength of the current. F proportional to current, electric current, I. Last is the force depends on length of the conductor. F proportional to length. That means long conductor if we are using, force is more. Long conductor if we are using, length is more, force is more. F proportional to B, F proportional to I, F proportional to L. Then we can write one more. We get force depends on I, B, L, sin theta. One more term is there, sin theta. Theta is the angle between magnetic field and current. Theta is the angle between magnetic field and the current of the conductor. Okay, then we can write like this: F proportional to IBL sin theta. Then proportional sign we are avoiding. Then what you are use? One constant. F is equal equal to KIBL sin. This is our final equation. Factors: first one magnetic field, second is current, electric current, third is length. Then we get the equation F is equal to IBL sin theta. Theta is the angle between magnetic field and electric current. Then we get F is equal to KIBL sin theta. Then K is equal to 1, we get F is equal to IBL sin theta. Direction of force experienced by a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field given by Fleming's left hand rule. Direction of force experienced by current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field given by Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? Fleming's scientist name only. Two rules he has given. One is Fleming's left hand rule. Next is Fleming's right hand rule. First is Fleming's left hand rule. Stretch our left hand. Okay, stretch the left hand. This is thumb. This is forefinger. This is central finger. These three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. Stretch the three fingers. That is, first one is thumb, forefinger, center finger. Three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. Thumb, this one, thumb gives the direction of motion. Direction of motion means that is the force. Thumb. M, that is motion. Next one, forefinger. Forefinger gives the direction of field. Field means magnetic field. Then third one, that is a center finger, gives the direction of C. That's a current. Forefinger, field, magnetic field. Thumb, that is motion. Motion means force. Stretch the three fingers. Stretch our left hand. Okay. Then three fingers, thumb, forefinger, center finger are mutually perpendicular to each other. Thumb gives the direction of motion or force. Forefinger gives the direction of field. Center finger gives the direction of current.